Have you ever started a goal and never went through with it because you procrastinated or you left things very last minute or you just simply gave up? Have you ever made a decision where you were like, oh my God, I wish I never made that decision because it was just totally self-sabotaging? Or do you just want to live overall a better life, more fulfilled, living in your high energy frequency and in tune with who you are as a person and your emotions? Well, if that's the case, I'm so sorry to tell you, but meditation and self-reflection is literally the answer to your questions. It's literally what's going to be able to help you on this process of being able to increase your attention span and thus dedicating more time and energy to the things that matter to you. Also increasing your level of emotional intelligence so you won't be self-sabotaging, and just helping you live a more happier and fulfilled, better life. So this video is basically going to be your guide to step-by-step process on how to meditate and self-reflect and ensure that you're doing it in a way that is meaningful to you. And here are the video chapters for you to navigate through this video at ease for your convenience. Meditation is essentially a mindfulness practice, and this allows you to just really kind of come into the present moment, connect with your inner being, connect with yourself. There are many different forms of meditation. That can be in the form of breath work, guided meditations, self-love affirmation meditations, etc., and we'll go into those a little further into the video. And self-reflection is essentially a mental process that allows you to tune in with your emotions, tune in with how you feel about certain things, kind of have that like reflection factor about, what it is that truly makes you happy and if what you're doing is aligning with your greater and future self. This can be used to grow your understanding of who you are as a person, of your feelings, your emotions, what triggers you might have, what trauma you might have, and how you can kind of navigate through that into your future and building who you are as your future self. So now we know what meditation and self-reflection is, but why should we do it? Why should we meditate and self-reflect? Meditation and self-reflection has been proven to improve your emotional intelligence. So the monkey mind of your brain that's going around and self-sabotaging and making decisions that aren't right for you will be tamed. Yep, you heard me right. No more texting people you don't need to text. No more allowing people into your life that are not meant to be there because your emotional side is going crazy. As per science, we have 3 different minds. We have the emotional mind, rational mind on the other extremity, and then we have in the middle what's called the wise mind. If you think about this kind of like a Venn diagram. As human beings, we rotate through these minds throughout our days in different situations that we're flown into. With meditation and self-reflection, you're going to be able to tame that, improve your emotional intelligence, and thus not allow yourself to be thrown into situations that don't serve you. Meditation and self-reflection is also going to increase your attention span. In our generation nowadays with TikTok and shorts, it's so quick to scroll through things, we have no sense of attention. If you really think about it, we're watching a TikTok for 30 seconds. If it doesn't capture our attention in the first 5 seconds, we're like, whoop, next one. Well, that's how short our attention spans are nowadays. And that's not always a beneficial thing when it comes to the goals that you're setting for yourself and just understanding that things take time. You have to have a higher attention span. And this art of meditation and self-reflection will really help ensure that that attention span just increases over time and you're dedicating time and energy towards things that matter to you. Thirdly, meditation and self-reflection will actually help better your overall life. So there's this concept of energy frequency. We want to operate at high energy frequency. So this has everything to do with happiness, acceptance, peace, love, contentment, kind of those energies. And we want to stay away from energies that are guilt, shame, anxiety. In order to do that, we need to be really in tune with our emotions and what makes us happy every single day. Meditation and self-reflection can be the catalyst towards that. To sum up the benefits of meditation and self-reflection: higher emotional intelligence, higher attention span, not self-sabotaging, which yes, please, and overall just living a really happy, content, and beautiful life. Fully understood now, but how do I actually meditate and self-reflect? What do I gotta do, girl? I got you. So here's a step-by-step of what you can do to really set yourself up for success for meditation and self-reflection. The easiest way that I can explain this is by using your 5 senses. So we'll start off with the first one. Sight. What is it that you're seeing when you're in your self-reflection/meditation space? If you have a basket full of laundry that's been sitting there for almost a week, clean it up. If there are books laying around or there's just a ton of stuff that is cluttering your space, clean that up. Create a wonderful, beautiful space for you to meditate and self-reflect. Number 2, touch. What are you going to be meditating on? Is that your favorite chair, on the sofa, on a yoga mat? Personally for me, I went over to Marshall's and I picked up this super cute purple yoga mat. Check out your local store, check out Marshall's, check out whatever works for you. Just remember that this is an experience. How does it make you feel? What is the texture? Is it comfy? Whatever really makes the space and time comfortable for you. Third, we're going to talk about smell. As I mentioned, this is a whole experience. So what are you going to put in your space during this time? Maybe you want to light a candle. My personal favorite is the eucalyptus spearmint from Bath & Body Works, the stress relief one, guys, because they have like 2 different types, but this one is the one that's like a go-to. If you don't want to do a candle, you can do incense. This is also a wonderful and great option. Moving on to the 4th one, taste. We want to create an entire experience here. I've been making a cup of really wonderful tea before I meditate and self-reflect to be able to just really enjoy. Because you could also just drink water. Like, water is literally life. Moving on to 5, hearing. So for this, what I recommend is noise canceling headphones. Tune out all the noise that's around you and be able to really hone into the moment and understand that this is your moment. This is a moment for you to self-reflect, for you to meditate, for you to be in your own space and just have a moment to yourself. Let's be so for real with ourselves for just 1 second. When do you really just have time for yourself, where the purpose is to be with yourself? You really don't have a lot of that. If we think about meditation and self-reflection as a solitude activity, so a lot of people tell me like, hey, but there's the gym. Going to the gym is a solitude activity, but it is for the purpose of physical activity. And then there's showering. And the purpose of showering is to be hygienic and for personal care. The purpose of meditation and self-reflection is to tune into your emotions and feelings, allow yourself to learn more about yourself, and build that beautiful connection with yourself. Moving on to the next step. When are you going to practice this? Practicing meditation and self-reflection will really depend on your schedule and what really works for you. When we're thinking about building any new habit, we want to think about the triggers, the before and the after. What really kind of pushes us to practice whatever task that it is that we want to instill into our schedules. For me, I meditate and self-reflect right after showering. My trigger is skincare, and then immediately I'm like, hey, I need to meditate and self-reflect. I can understand that it does take some time to put together the schedule, and some days are better than others, but I really push consistency with any habit that we're building. We want to be consistent with it. At the end of the day, the only way a habit is going to be successful is if you truly put the time and energy and dedication to making it happen. Some really popular times for meditation and self-reflection include in the morning, so right after you've woken up, or this can be right before bed. That's also a super, super popular time to meditate and self-reflect. But at the end of the day, you have to cater it to a time that really just works for you. So moving on to the last step, the planning stage of how are you actually going to use your time. What I like to do is a dedicated 30-minute meditation, split up into 3 10-minute segments. My first 10 minutes is dedicated to some sort of actual meditation, whether that's breathing work, it can be a self-love affirmation meditation, you can do a guided meditation. I have one that I follow. It's just 5 minutes. It's wonderful, and I'll put the link down below. You're welcome. So the second 10 minutes is dedicated to reading a passage from the Pivot Year. There are many, many books that are like this. They're basically the one-a-day books where you read 1 page. Now there are many meditation books that you can find at your local bookstore, even your local library. So I really encourage you to go and take a look at those. This one in particular, I absolutely love. I feel like the passage I read every single day just resonates with me so much. It's unreal. I'll read it and I'll be like, did you know what I was thinking? Because that is awfully close, girl. I allow for this to kind of be my catalyst for the last 10 minutes, which is what I dedicate to self-reflection. Use my gratitude journal, write what I'm grateful for, or just reflect on my day. Another thing that I recommend doing is sitting down with yourself and asking what it is that you can plan for the next day to ensure you're aligning with your goals. This might be looking at your vision board, just sitting with yourself and thinking what it is you're going to do tomorrow that's going to align with your better self. That might be on my vision board. I have a picture of me wanting to go to the gym and to get fit. So tomorrow I'm going to go and I'm going to have an upper body day. This is the beauty of self-reflection that I absolutely love. It allows you to really be aligned with your future self. And lastly, something I recommend that is so pivotal with self-reflection is talking to yourself. And I know many of you are like that's so weird. I get it, but trust me, talking to yourself is literally the easiest form of therapy and ability to really tune in with your emotion. We have all the answers because there's only one person on this planet that really knows us completely, and that is ourselves. If you think about a moment in the day where you didn't really like, or a situation you were in, or a happy moment you were in, or maybe you're in a conflict with someone and it's really just bugging you, think about the advice you would give to someone else. More likely than not, the advice we give to other people was good advice, but we just don't know how to follow it ourselves. When you're able to really sit and talk to yourself, you're building a relationship with yourself. You're diving into who you are as a person and how things align with you. And truly this connection that you have with yourself is going to propel you into becoming the best version of yourself. I know it's gonna seem weird at first, but as you keep practicing it, going through it and talking to yourself, you're gonna uncover so many different things about you and what truly makes you happy and how you look at the world. It's gonna develop this amazing relationship that you have with yourself and really just tune into so much self-love and so much happiness. Enough said, I'm literally just go do it. Go try. Go try. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So that wraps up our video on how to meditate and self-reflect. But before we go, let's learn about some common mistakes and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, being bored when meditating and self-reflecting. Being bored just simply means that you're overstimulated. You are consistently needing to do things that you're not really allowing yourself to be in the present moment to just really relax and understand you. Practicing the art of meditation and self-reflection will literally help you be able to alleviate that. This is literally a mindset shift away. We need to shift our mindset, shift our belief here, okay? Instead of thinking meditation is boring, we're gonna think meditation helps improve my emotional intelligence. Meditation helps improve my attention span. Meditation is going to take the chimp monkey brain of mine, remove it, and help me not self-sabotage. Meditation is what aligns me with my future self. By implementing this mindset shift, you're essentially going to be able to turn off the side of your brain that thinks that it's boring. Just reassure yourself that these are all the benefits that you're going to get from it, and therefore it's going to pay off in the long run. Remember that meditation and self-reflection is not a short-term return. It is a long-term return. One day when you're going to look back at it, you're going to realize, wow, I really learned a lot from just meditating and self-reflecting, and now I feel like I'm a more emotionally intelligent person. Second mistake, I can't stay committed. Like any habit building, it's going to take time to be able to build a habit. Have triggers, have certain things that really trigger your mind to think about what it is that's going to make you meditate and self-reflect. Remember that at the end of the day, to build a habit, you have to have proper systems in place. It's not just willpower that's going to get you to get there at the end of the day, because as it's been scientifically proven, willpower is very short-lived. You can say that you want to do something, but at the end of the day, if you don't put proper systems in place to be able to achieve that, it won't happen. Third mistake, I don't have time to meditate and self-reflect. Meditation and self-reflection does not have to take 30 minutes. It can just be a 5-minute system and process that you have in place, where for 1 minute, you're maybe doing some breath work and just coming back into your senses and thoughts in the present moment. And the remaining 4 minutes, you're having a conversation with yourself to think about your emotions, think about your feelings, think about how you felt about certain situations, and work towards becoming your better self. That's it for our video today. I hope this was a useful guide for you to embark on your meditation/self-reflection journey and to use this as a catalyst to just learn to love yourself and be in the present moment with yourself. As usual, romanticize your life. So if that means getting a Barbie pink yoga mat, and I'm literally all for it. Remember that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and that this is something that you're doing for the future version of yourself. I believe in you. I know you can do it, and I'll see you next time.